Hi, everybody. Welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys, like I said in the videos earlier, we will be back for Hot Messy Topics tomorrow with Ashley and Amani at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. We have a lot to talk about, you guys. It is a shit ton of Bravo content. Like, these are my favorite lives, so I hope you can join us. I've said that. I'm going to put the live up later today, and I'll set it as the trailer so you guys can just easily find it. And of course, I'll post it on Instagram in the broadcast situation. But we are not back to talk about that. We're back to talk about the fact that now we got Lala and Brittany fighting over here over Jax Taylor. And then also another former Bravo star who I believe will be back before we know it is calling out Kyle Richards with this whole Morgan Wade. I want to dissect this. I want to dissect it before I say too much. So smash the like button, show some love, and let's start with this mess. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Now, Lala Kent said that apparently she had it out with Brittany Cartwright. This was in a recent phone call after Lala expressed some support for Jax Taylor when he revealed that he has an alcohol and pasta addiction, right? And she shared where she stands with Brittany and like what Brittany said. I just want to say to this really quick. I feel like it's okay to applaud somebody for being open and putting it out there. That way they can hold themselves accountable. But I think that you also, on the other side of it, if you have somebody like Jax and they're using it to sort of scapegoat some of their bad behavior, then I can see both sides of the story. I see, but hold on. We're not done. Now, Lala has publicly defended Brittany amid her divorce from Jax. Clearly, she has. We've seen this multiple times, a lot. And she also recently praised Jax for opening up about his decades-long pasta addiction. Yeah. Lala's clearly been open about her own sobriety from alcohol, but Brittany, however, does not believe that Jax has really changed despite his sobriety. On her Give Them Lala podcast, she addressed her initial response to Jax's sobriety. Her words exactly said, I said on Amazon Live that I'm extremely proud of him. Of course, that's what everyone picked up, and it did throw Brittany off. And I got a phone call shortly after, and she was not happy with me. Now, if back in the day she said that about my ex, Randall, I would feel nothing but rage. So I just want to somewhat try to explain myself a bit. And this is not an excuse because she has a very valid point, and I would have had someone's head on a platter if the roles were reversed. But she's been sober. Lala has been sober for 6 years now. And she said, I'm now somewhat on the other side of this experience. And I try to tell people when they're in it, this is not your forever. This too shall pass. And I would be lying if I said you come out of a situation like this completely, different person. But you do come out of it much stronger, and the bad stuff doesn't affect you as much as it did in the moment. And if I could go back and tell myself when I was in that situation, one thing sort of thing, I would have told myself to handle situations a little bit differently than I did. But you can't deny emotions that you're feeling in a moment. And according to Lala, her intention is to lift Jax up in his journey to improve himself. And she said, I was trying to explain that to Brittany, and we're all good now. But the thing that I love about my friendship with Brittany is that it's nothing but honesty. We have had it out with each other, but we always come back around. And at the end of our conversation, she said, I'm sorry that I called and reacted this way. And I just had to say something. And Lala said, we do not have a true friendship if you cannot call me and talk to me about how you're feeling. Even if it's explosive, call me and explode and talk to me about the problem. Don't call somebody else and start talking behind my back. And Lala clearly is still team Brittany. She said, I know what Jax has done to Brittany. I know firsthand, even though it's not my story to share. And that's Brittany's story to share. And I blocked that man for a reason. I know that a lot of things will come out on the valley. Yeah, we did hear that this is probably going to be one of the worst for him. I'm curious. It's going to be one of the worst seasons. He said that. So, but hold on. I wanted to share another clip. I don't know if you guys saw this. Present, share screen. Let me just share this really quick. Thank you to the Vault Podcast. Our girl over there, all about the tea, and her co-host Amir. Here we go.
Back to Beverly Hills.
Yes.
Your beef with Kyle. Is Kyle dating Morgan Wade? You would know. You're there in Hollywood.
I 1000% think she's a lesbian.
Oh, so he starts going in. Thank you to our girls, Ashley and Amani over at Taste of Reality. He believes Kyle Richards is a lesbian in a lesbian relationship with Morgan Wade. A lot of people do, but Reza is not holding back. He went on the Vault Podcast and he gave, I guess, what his truth is. And he said he's pretty much confident that Kyle is in an intimate relationship with Morgan Wade. I 1000% think she's a lesbian. He said, I 1000% for years have been hearing through the grapevine little rumblings about her marriage. And I think she's a lesbian and she's with that Morgan. But regardless of her status, her marital status, Kyle played it up, whatever is going on with Morgan. That's what Reza's going off of. But Kyle's control of the cast. Now, this was the interesting part. He said, I don't understand how the cast has been programmed to be afraid of her. Okay. He said the cast doesn't hold their feet to the fire the same way that she holds everyone else's feet to the fire. I don't know if that's necessarily true about her holding everybody else's feet to the fire in a different way. I think that they all are pretty brutal on each other. But if you guys have been watching our Beverly Hills recaps with Amani, there are certain things that I have noticed where, like, all of a sudden now Sutton is kissing Kyle's ass a little bit. And I don't know what changed, because at the beginning of the season, she was pretty mean and just relentless on Kyle. But then we had or heard rumblings that Kyle did take like a week or two break from filming. And when she took that break from filming, I think she wanted to quit. She said she was in her home. She was lonely. And then she realized like her family's already leaving the house. Her husband is gone and she doesn't want to lose the production family too. So there was that. But furthermore, Reza exposed Kyle for manipulating production to favor her narrative. I don't know. That might be true. Everyone's right. These texts Kyle sent PK, it was production related. I've been on a reality show for 10 years. Me and my castmates, we text. If it's production, we talk about production. You're not going to not talk about production in your text message because you're thinking, oh, later on, I want to make sure that they can use this on camera and I'm not breaking the fourth wall. Now, Reza said it makes no sense. If it was just jokes and memes, it would be just jokes and memes. But you said to him, I never say what we talk about. Hello? We're not stupid, girl. That means you've been talking shit. You've been talking mad shit is what Reza said. Oop! And PK looks like the type that would talk shit behind his wife's back. This just gets so bad. Like, what happened? I don't know. I don't know. I want to hear what you guys think about this, though, especially Reza calling her out and the Brittany and Lala of it all. The Brittany and Lala is not as big of a deal as a Bravo star literally just holding Kyle Richards' feet to the fire. Do you know how awkward BravoCon is going to be for some of these people? And I don't know if Reza will be at BravoCon because Shaw's hasn't been on in quite some time, but that didn't stop them last year or the year before when in Vegas, so they could be. I want to hear what your thoughts are, guys. Pop off in the comment section. Smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed, and we'll see you later. Bye, guys. Love you.